celebrate America. The boys you raised across this nation are the men of Super Bowl Sunday.
Before I was here, I came from White House, Texas.
Arlington Heights, Illinois.
Before I was at the Super Bowl, I came from New Orleans.
University of Iowa.
Edward County Middle School.
San Marcos,
Cleveland
California.
Heights, Ohio.
I came from Houston, Mississippi.
Each held dreams you nurtured long before reaching tonight's bright lights.
We always knew Patrick was special.
Jimmy was one of those raised the sunshine.
Fred will never stop being my baby.
As a dad, I can't tell you how proud I am.
You inspired, believed they could achieve.
Before Tom was there.
Before DeForest was there.
Before Chris Jones was there.
Before George Kittle was there, he was here.
Before Travis was there, he came from here.
A lifetime of learning and a tapestry of teachers leads to this.
I love you, Mom. I love you guys. You know I do.
Thank you, Dad.
You made me who I am today.
Especially Miss Jensen back in 3rd grade.
All y'all mean the world to me.
Those kids now stand among legends and compete before millions.
The world gets to see what we've seen.
I am proud
We're all
of
proud of you, George.
I'm probably the most blessed dad there is.
It's San Francisco, Kansas City, and America on Super Bowl Sunday.
Now let's go out and win it.
Let's go win it.
Win it for our family.
For our friends.
Let's go out and win it.
Let's go win it.
Okay, I feel like a little kid.
And welcome to the YouTube TV Super Bowl pre-kick show. You know the matchup by now. What a game. The exciting high-octane offense of the Kansas City Chiefs taking on that powerful defense of the San Francisco 49ers here in Super Bowl 54 tonight on Fox. And now welcome inside the broadcast booth, everybody. I'm Joe Buck. That is a 3-time Super Bowl winning quarterback and Hall of Famer, Troy Aikman. We are happy to have you with us tonight for what should be a fun game. And what I just said over that title card, as we call it, really is it, isn't it? I mean, it's San Francisco's defensive front against the offensive line of the Kansas City Chiefs trying to protect Patrick Mahomes.
Yeah, that's the real key for both of these teams. And when you think of San Francisco defensively, that's really what they've been about all year long, is their ability to get after the quarterback with a 4-man rush. The teams that have given Kansas City problems offensively has been the teams that have been able to get after Patrick Mahomes, because if you're unable to do that with the weapons that he has and the speed that he has, there's not many defenses that can hold up to that. It's why they lead the league in 40-yard completions this year.
Well, when you look at these two quarterbacks, you've got Garoppolo and Mahomes. Between them, 63 starts in the NFL. That's the fewest at that positional matchup in Super Bowl history. So I'm going to take you back.
Yeah.
Before Super Bowl 27. What were you feeling as you were getting ready to take the field in your first Super Bowl?
Well, I think you try to tell yourself it's just like any other game, but we know that it's not. These two quarterbacks know that it's not, and they've known that really all season long. And so I do think, however, Jimmy Garoppolo has a little bit of an advantage in this game, having at least been to the Super Bowl as a backup to Tom Brady. He knows what this environment's like. He knows what to expect coming out of the tunnel. On the other hand, Patrick Mahomes, in visiting with him, he said that he has a tendency to get a little wound up before any ball game. So you can only imagine what's running through his body as he comes out in the biggest game of his life, and managing those emotions is going to be key early for both of these quarterbacks.
I think it's going to be interesting, though, with regard to the 49ers. We've seen them just run. You expect Garoppolo to throw early.
I do. I think there's going to be an overload by Kansas City to play the run, as there should be, the way that the 49ers have run the football. I expect Garoppolo to be a factor throughout this game, but early on, I do expect to see some shots early.
Well, the NFL is about magical moments, and we're about to have one here. So let's head down to the field.
Ladies and gentlemen, please direct your attention to midfield for a special presentation of the NFL 100 All-Time Team.
"100 seasons of the National Football League. Where do you begin? Perhaps with the men who have played and coached the game. There's not enough time to thank all of them. So tonight, as we complete the NFL's 100th season, we honor the 100 greatest players and 10 greatest coaches in NFL history. Every great story needs a man in black, or in this case, silver and black. No one has made the Raiders see red like the Kansas City Chiefs. But in the 1970s, it was the black and gold that turned the NFL black and blue. Chuck Noll's Pittsburgh Steelers.
The champions of the National Football League for the 4th time.
The Steelers may have had a nation, but love them or hate them, there was only one America's team. Tom Landry and the Dallas Cowboys. Only one team was perfect. Don Shula's 1972 Miami Dolphins. We wouldn't be here tonight if not for original teams like the Chicago Bears and founders like George Halas.
Papa Bear George Halas with the Monsters of the Midway.
Or Paul Brown, football's greatest innovator. Those Browns had another Brown, who may have been the best ever to play the game.
This is Jim Brown, the most devastating ball carrier in the history of football.
Vince Lombardi's Packers were so great, his name is etched on the Super Bowl trophy. The name of another Packers coach graces the greatest stadium in sports. Few teams dominated a decade like Bill Walsh's 49ers through the 80s. Not that they had it easy, especially when they played Lawrence Taylor and the New York Giants. Joe Gibbs and the Washington Redskins won 3 Super Bowls with 3 different quarterbacks. Up the road from D.C., they still talk about the 1958 Baltimore Colts, who won the game many call the greatest ever played. A kid who grew up watching those Colts went on to win more Super Bowls than anyone. A kid named Bill Belichick. Some players are so great, you just have to say their first name. Reggie, Barry, Emmett, Dion. Some names just sound like football. Butkus, Seau, Schmidt, Ditka. And the NFL has given us some all-time nicknames. Crazy Legs, Slingin' Sammy, Concrete Charlie, Deacon, Night Train, Sweetness, Bambi, White Shoes, and Gronk. Football is the only game where you can play your entire career, never touch the ball, and still go down as one of the greatest players of all time. Football also gives us players who can do something special every time they touch the ball.
Gale Sayers for a touchdown.
There it is! Touchdown, Seahawks!
Leaping catch for Randy Moss. Gonzalez, what a catch! Marvin Harrison, what a circus catch! Larry Lungeon does it again!
Devin Hester, you are ridiculous!
If you want to win a football game, you also need great defense to stop all those playmakers.
Regulator, mount up!
It's picked off. Ray Lewis has the ball. And Reed's got it.
Rod Woodson is picked off by Darrell Green.
Richardson leads his way into the end zone.
And you must have a kicker who can come through when everything is on the line.
And it is good! It's good!
Finally, you can't play this game without a quarterback. And you can't win big without a great one.
Back to throw Montana. Steps up, throws. Touchdown,
100 years of the NFL right here on this field. Ladies and gentlemen, let's say thank you to the greatest players and coaches in NFL history. The NFL 100 all-time team.
Well, Hall of Famer, what'd you think
Wow.
of that?
How great was that? That gave me chills, Joe. The legends of the game.
For as much as those guys have given to this game, we saw those genuine smiles, and you have to believe they love being down on that field all together. So much more to come before kickoff in Miami. Take a break. Come back right after this.
The YouTube TV Pre-Kick Show is sponsored by YouTube TV, live TV from 70+ channels.
The five-time Super Bowl champions are going back to Miami.
The Chiefs are going to the Super Bowl.
And welcome back to the YouTube TV Super Bowl Pre-Kick Show. Kickoff is approaching, and it's time now to meet the teams.
All right, faithful, it's about that time. We all know about this storied franchise, the rings, the legends. But tonight, it isn't about them, it's about this team. If there's a way to get that W, trust me, they will find it. Starting with this man, Jimmy G, leading his team to 15 wins and counting.
Going for it all. He's got it. Feels great, baby.
4 names who haunt the very soul of opposing quarterbacks and their future grandchildren.
Here comes the fearsome foursome.
The law office of Buckner, Armstead, Bosa, and Ford.
Broken up. Picked off.
But the key is, as Mr. Sherman knows, it's not talking smack if you can back it up. And straight from the People's Champion himself, allow me to introduce you to the People's tight end.
Breaks a tackle for
My man George Kittle will block, he'll catch a pass, he'll lay the smack down on your candy ass.
There goes George Kittle.
This team, this time, this moment. Here come the champions of the NFC.
Now, Kansas City's turn to be introduced.
Going to Kansas City. Kansas City, here they come. So what? It's been 50 years since Kansas City was last here. By the time it took you to answer the door and tip the pizza guy, this team just scored another touchdown. For the 4 people on the planet not familiar with my man Travis, he's the tight end who led the league in yards, catches, and made opposing defenses question their life choices. Now there's fast, and then there's these guys. They are Hill, Watkins, and Hardman. but collectively, they are the Legion of Zoom. You know this guy don't care. Mr. Matthew, time to unleash hell. And if that's not enough, there's this man, Patrick Mahomes. You cannot take your eyes off it for fear that you will miss something incredible. So Kingdom, are you ready? You've waited 5 decades to hear it. Here come your champions of the AFC.
Both sidelines are covered for this Super Bowl 54, and we'll start on the 49ers sideline and Aaron Andrews.
Joe, General Manager John Lynch told me it was his head coach Kyle Shanahan who addressed his team last night, talking about all the different ways that they've won this year, saying when we needed to deliver, you did. They also talked about some of the challenges and the personal tragedies they faced, some public, some private, and he talked how they always had each other's back and demonstrated with so much love. The final message, we're ready, we're confident, let's go. Now we're going to send it over to Chris Myers with the Chiefs.
Aaron, 3 hours ago, Patrick Mahomes sat calmly with headphones on over on the Kansas City bench, and then he had a pregame throw, you know, his casual swagger kind of self. What goes through the mind of somebody like that, this close to the biggest moment of their life? Well, he thinks he has it figured out. He used to get a little too excited, went the other way. His teammate said, you're a little too calm, brought it back to the middle, and thinks he's found that middle ground of excitement at just the right time. It says a few early completions, and we'll find out how well he's starting out. We know that he and this team know how to finish, and yes, he gets it. The magnitude of the moment. A 24-year-old in the 100th year of the NFL trying to end a 50-year wait for Kansas City. Let's head back upstairs. Troy Aikman and Joe Buck.
All right, Chris, thank you very much. When we come back, we celebrate America with the singing of God Bless America and our national anthem as we continue from Miami. Welcome back to the YouTube TV Super Bowl pre-kick show. And now we go to Stadium Public Address announcer Alan Roach.
Ladies and gentlemen, signing tonight's performances is Christine Sun Kim. In celebration of our country, performing America the Beautiful with the Children's Voice Chorus from Miami, please welcome Grammy Award-winning gospel legend Yolanda Adams.
Oh, beautiful for spacious skies, for amber waves of gray, for purple mountain majesties above the fruited plain. Oh, America, America, God shed his grace on thee and crown thy good with brotherhood from sea to shining sea. Oh, beautiful amber waves of grain for purple mountain. America, America, God shall
Presenting the colors this evening is a Joint Service Color Guard from the Military District of Washington. They carry our nation's flag and are flanked by the colors of each of the 6 military services, as well as drummers from the United States Air Forces Band, Washington, D.C. To honor America and perform our national anthem, please welcome multi-platinum recording artist Demi Lovato.
So proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so streaming, and the rockets rock the bombs bursting in air gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the
Will they fly from the sea? Flying tonight's flyover, the men and women of the United States Navy and Marine Corps. As we continue from Miami, up next, the coin toss before Super Bowl 54.
The YouTube TV Pre-Kick Show is sponsored by the all-new Sonata.
Welcome back to the YouTube TV Super Bowl Pre-Kick Show. Here's how it was way back when in what is now retroactively known as Super Bowl I, January 15th, 1967. The Packers and the Chiefs, a few more participants these days. And we'll go to the stadium public address announcer again. Here's Alan Roach.
Please welcome the captains from the 49ers and Chiefs. And tonight's referee, Bill Vinovich. In honor of the NFL's 100th season and the 75th anniversary of the end of World War II, we are joined tonight by an extraordinary group of men. 4 decorated World War II veterans, all of whom are 100 years old. Please welcome tonight's honorary captains. Corporal Sidney Walton, who fought bravely in the CBI Theater. Recipient of 3 Bronze Stars, Staff Sergeant Odon Cardenas. Recipient of a Silver and Bronze Star, Lieutenant Colonel Samuel Lombardo. Recipient of the Distinguished Flying Cross with 2 Oak Clusters and a Bronze Star, Colonel Charles E. McGee. Presenting the coin tonight, member of the famed Tuskegee Airmen, Colonel McGee.
Bring it in, gentlemen. Gentlemen, congratulations and welcome to Super Bowl 54, the championship game of the National Football League centennial season. I have a commemorative coin. The 100 is heads. The Super Bowl logo is tails. San Francisco, you are the visitors. What is your call?
Tails.
He's called tails. It is tails.
Defer.
San Francisco has deferred. You want the ball? You want the ball? Hold on. You want the ball. Which way do you want to kick? You got it. San Francisco, excuse me, Kansas City will receive in the first half. Good luck, gentlemen.
Good luck.
Bill Vinovich jumping in there, making sure we have no uncertainty after the call was made to defer. There's 5G, then there's Verizon 5G. Verizon brought their 5G ultra-wideband network to 17 NFL stadiums this season. Hard Rock Stadium is one of them, and we're about to kick off the first Super Bowl featuring 5G ultra-wideband. We're about to kick it off, marching toward that opening kickoff. These teams ready to roll here in Miami. Glad you're with us on Fox.
Fox Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the National Football League.
Come on, guys!
Ooh-wee. Take it to the house, kid.
Where's he going?
Take it to the house, kid.
Got a little help. Thank you.
Take it to the house, kid.
Big boys always trying to show off. Let them get their little shot.
Hey, guys.
Take it to the house, kid.
Hey, take it to the house, kid.
Take those to the car.
Give him a tip, will you, Joe?
Yeah, give him a tip, all right.
Hey, Christian.
Take it to the house.
Hey, Nigel. Sorry, Julian. Nice kick, Harley. What up, Gary?
What?
Not cool.
Hey, Drew.
Welcome to the city, kid.
Let's go. Thank you.
You ready?
You know what to do.
Showtime.
Well, what a great moment. Yet another one, and absolute chills for me watching that video and watching that young man and those kids come onto the field here in Miami.
Really good stuff. Great work by PT Navarro putting that together. That was awesome.
And now we welcome in Mike Pereira, our rules expert. And, you know, when we talked to Kyle Shanahan, Mike, he said, I think at least 3 times in 20 minutes how worried he is about the Chiefs' defensive holding. And that's something, you know, that he's worried in a Super Bowl they're not going to call that much.
Well, he should be, because the Chiefs led the league with 21 defensive holding penalties, 17 against their corners. The thought is the officials will call it once but won't keep calling it, but I don't see it. I don't see it. They haven't been called for a hold or illegal contact throughout the whole postseason, so I think we're going to see a pretty clean game.
Spanish language broadcast available tonight on Fox Deportes. Remember, San Francisco won the toss. They defer. We'll see that high-octane offense of the Chiefs to begin this Super Bowl.